Assalamu alaikum, guys. Welcome back to our channel. Tonight it will be me solo. I have a few pieces of clothes that I need to get folded, so I'm about to do that. But I decided, instead of just binge watching a show that I like or someone else's YouTube channel, I'm gonna make some content for my channel. Tonight we will be speaking about a few things that I've actually learned after getting married. So I will be back and forth because I'm folding clothes, as I said. So yeah, stick with me. So the first point I would like to discuss, that I think is something that I should have known, but for some reason it still hit me like a bus. Separating from my family would be hard. I didn't realize that separation is going to be this challenging, but it was for me, and it was something hard that I needed to deal with at times. For example, let's just get back to my timeline when I got married. So I got married to this, you can say, somewhat stranger. We met online. We've known each other for about 6 months, and we got married within that time frame. And I would say I also have a baby. So that's how it worked for me. I went from a really big family. I'm from a big family. I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers. So I went from living with them full time to just living with this person that I met like 6 months ago. And we first started off, we actually traveled together, and we went from Anguilla, where I'm from, to Trinidad, another island that I'm familiar with. I went to school there, and we spent about 3 months there. And within that time frame, I did get to see my mom and dad quickly, and then from there we went to Montana, and that's where my husband is from. And then we spent about 3 years there, and within those 3 years I built good connections. I love my mother-in-law and all his family, his grandma, everyone, sister, everyone. We went from there, 3 months in Montana, to where we are now in Morocco, Maghreb, and we've been here a year and a half about. Yeah. So separating has been really tough for me. In the very beginning, it was okay because I went to Trinidad and some of my friends are from there, and I was basically living my best life, just hanging out with my friends, compared to like when I knew them in high school. I had rules and boundaries and whatever else. So hanging out with them as adults, it was really fun. For example, I never been to cinema until, actually I've been once, and I wasn't supposed to, maybe. But then when I got married, I was able to go to a cinema with no one telling me no, because my husband let me go as well. And he came with us. So it was like a huge triple date. Well, double date and a third wheel. Anyways, that's not the point. Wait, Sumaya, Amatala, Ibrahim, Ismail. Okay, I'm starting as I go. So yeah, separating was hard. The very first year I was with Ibrahim in Montana, and he had to work. That was like the worst thing ever that could have happened to me. I've been taking it pretty rough because it was being alone and plus far away from my family. I was alone and far away from my family. That was the big thing for me. Plus, I was pregnant, so I've been crying all the time. So, my advice, if you think that moving away from your family, if you're very close with them, and when you do get married, you probably want to find someone that is willing to live in your city and live where, live near your family. And just to put out there, it's not that my husband didn't want to be around my family, it's just that Angola didn't have work and he needed work to support us. So yeah, that's the thing. It's a funny thing, huh? Anyways, the second thing that I learned, I need to focus on folding. I'm not making any progress. I need to fold. All right. Okay. So the next point, the next thing that I had written down, because I was thinking about it as the idea came to my mind. I was thinking about some things that were hard. Not hard, things that I didn't know until after marriage. And one thing is something that I learned about myself is that I was really, probably still am, very uneducated in birth control. Yeah, well, what gave that up? Maybe the three kids that I have. I don't know. Yeah, I was very uneducated in birth control, and I'm still not educated in birth control. I probably never. Okay, might be TMI, but don't. If you want recommendations on what pill to take or whatever, don't ask me. I've never taken any, and I think my reasoning for this is that uh, I'm just afraid of, I guess, the side effects and what it can do to me. And till this day, I do think about that a lot. Like, if I take this pill, what will happen to me? What kind of acne would I get? Will I put on a lot of weight? Uh, these things that could happen, and you're not sure that it would happen until you actually do it. So I guess I'm just afraid to dip my toe into that water. Another thing, since I'm talking about this, breastfeeding is somewhat, how should I say this? Breastfeeding is somewhat of nature's birth control, because when you're nursing, you don't get a period until sometime after, sometime late. So that's something that I learned as well. I saw all these nursing moments, but these things never crossed my mind. Only when I had to go through it, it came to my mind. So that's something else that I've learned. So if you guys have any recommendations, because your girl needs them. I have too many young people in my house right now, but everything is up to Allah. Everything is in His plan. And since I'm speaking on this again, another point that I had written down is this the term going commando? Not wearing underwear. It helps in a lot of ways. Like, how did I find this out? Going back to me becoming a mama. Like, when you're making a kid, I'm sure if you've made a kid, you will know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, I can give you a little disclaimer. Your body goes through a lot of changes, and then it kind of flip at your insides, and then your body start reacting in these kind of ways. I don't want to go into detail, but so, like, a part of me trying to keep myself free from all of this, and until this day I still try to be underwear free as much as possible because it helps me in many ways. So it's not even like it's not even it's not only pregnancy that gives your body these reactions. For example, if you're being intimate with your partner, sometimes your body just reacts a different way. So going commando helps in that. It helps in that. Let's see. It helps in that area. And another thing that I've learned besides that point, what I've learned, going commando actually helps to stop like ingrown hairs from happening. And I just realized that probably a year or two ago that I never had any problems ever since. Like when I just abandoned my underwear, more or less, didn't get any of those problems. And I assume because the fabric is just pressing on your body and it's just holding back the hair from growing as it should. So since I don't wear underwear as often, it doesn't happen as often. Very rarely. So if you have any problems in that area, I would suggest leaving your underwear off. Wear your clothes. Just we're talking underwear, your clothes, your body, your clothes. You can go commando and it will help in that area. Another thing that I just remembered, and I'm about to finish this video, and if I think of more, or if you guys are interested in another part too, I'll be more than willing to share. But last thing for the video is that a lot of your relationships will start to dwindle away. And it's not because you don't want to engage with them or your spouse is holding you back. It's just that you will get busy with the things that you need to do, as well as your friends will get busy with the things that they need to do, even your siblings as well. So then connections start to like slowly drift apart. You're not as social as you used to be when you were single. That can probably put you in a dark spot as well. You will think that no one wants to be with you, no one wants to talk to you, you're not a good friend. But it's not the case. It's just that life gets at you. You get busy. That's just a part of it. And that's all that I can remember for now, and I don't want to make the video super lengthy. Thank you for sitting with me as I do my laundry. And if you guys want a part 2, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to make a part 2 for you. Or if I think of anything more, I will just randomly share as I'm trying to grow this channel. Make it this far, I thank you so much. If you can go ahead and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, as well as like and share, I will appreciate it. I will see you guys another time. Assalamu alaikum, my sisters.